Hello, Libra. Welcome to your reading. All right, so during the pre-shuffle just now, so immediately, like right away, I had an image of Jupiter come to mind in my head. It was mostly the planet, so you may have Jupiter in Libra, or this may be, or seventh house. You could have it transiting your seventh house. Um, or this could be about a husband or a man or even just a general lover in your life. I had the King of Cups or King of Aqua, as I call it, come out. Um, one of stability, so this could be about a relationship specifically, relationship stability with this person. Um, right. So there you are. Okay, so we got a few things coming through here. So, definitely getting kind of a relationship in mind here. So, I'm getting so you're kind of here, you're just doing your own thing, and then all of a sudden something just throws you off. Uh pretty unexpected, that's for sure, and it kind of startles you, takes you off guard, um, catches you off guard, sorry. And you're really kind of just, I'm getting doing day-to-day stuff. Everything's seemingly okay. You're steadily, this could be at work too. You might be just focused at work, doing your thing. Everything's moving along fine. It's okay. Um, and then yeah, out of nowhere we get this person kind of come in here. Now I don't know if this was just like a chance meeting. Um, I feel like you're kind of attracted to this person, whoever they are. Um, they're definitely different than you. They're different in a good way. I don't think you're really used to this type of person. Uh, but that's okay. I mean, for the most part, it's just unexpected, right? This whoever this is, they're pretty different from your day-to-day routine. That's both intriguing but also confusing. Because you haven't really dealt with someone like this before. There's like this tendency to get confused, lost, um, perhaps um, like over imagining or idealizing. Because Jupiter, like the planet Jupiter, Zeus, is associated with abundance, right? But if the other side of that, and I'm kind of getting the Nine of Cups here too, is when things go a bit overboard. It's like perhaps you've met someone, for instance, you even maybe have seen them or just seen them, you may not even know them, and I'm getting your imagination just kind of running wild a little bit, which can be fun. Like I'm not getting anything too crazy serious here, but I think you're just kind of trying to temper your feelings. Um, I feel like you've been hurt before for sure by relationships, this kind of scenario where, you know, maybe it reminds you of something else, a past experience you've had. I can't really tell, but I feel like it was bittersweet. Like it was both a really good experience and then also somewhat painful here. And here, I don't want to say you're projecting, but it's reminding you of those experiences. It's bringing you back to that time where, things may have ended badly, you know. Um, but I don't feel like you have really too much to worry about. I feel like as things are right now, they're even though, on the surface it might seem like things are off, things feel wrong, maybe at times, maybe not, but you're kind of questioning things on the surface, getting in your mind about it too, because you're A, being pulled down by how you want to feel, and then B, you're just trying to maintain a logical standpoint, an objective standpoint on things. And that is right. That is the good thing to do here in this scenario. You got the right mindset. And that will lead you to uh, a discovery, um, that I think you've been looking for, or some kind of closure here, because you if if you have expectations about a way something's supposed to turn out, how things are supposed to happen, it can take you away from that experience and the expectation of what should say happen in your mind, especially if you're not communicating, or if you are and this person isn't aware of those expectations. It becomes easy for your ideals to be, or what you want, right? What you picture you desire most. It becomes easy for this to just not fall by the wayside, but be missed. Um, that's a part of also being objective, right? Is what I think you know this, but being aware of what it is that you want. Um, and I feel like you're digging through that, so you're kind of tilling the soil, right? That's really what I'm getting. You're working the land. You're getting it ready for something. Whatever it might be, it's fine. One way or the other, I feel like you'll be okay. Um, and then to kind of end it off, it will take effort. There will be points where you really have to consciously think about how to approach this situation, this person, um, even the mindset, the state of mind that you're in when you're thinking about this, right? Because it goes back a few layers, right? It's not just what it appears to be on the surface. It's also how you're approaching it too at the same time. And I feel like you're slowly unraveling that. You're trying to draw a line in the sand, and you know place things like this. Okay, this goes here, this goes there. You might be building sandcastles too, right? And perhaps watching them crumble, uh, you know by the waves, the oncoming waves of just life. um, and that's okay. Even you're still working at it, though. It's still you still have the right mindset, even though something isn't really happening the way you want it to happen. I still feel like you're gaining a lot from this, um, and that's valuable. So I do have one advice card here. Let's draw that. It's for the third line. All right, we have the devil here. Okay. So this whole line here is just like pure yang energy, and you even have more fire here. So very outward, five of wands, a lot of force. I'm feeling tons of force on the surface. You're exerting some kind of force, and that could be by not saying things either, or by, of course, taking drastic actions, um, in ways we feel like we might be tempted to, um, whether that's you hear something from someone else, perhaps allowing yourself to be swayed by another person's opinion about the situation and this person here. I feel like there's a lot of things to be objective about. And all I can really say is to take your time, because I'm really getting a temptation for just, getting to the bottom of it right now, and, or just getting it over with, kind of, at the cost of overlooking things almost. Not saying you're doing that necessarily, but you might feel like there's a temptation there to do that, which is difficult to fight, especially if you're feeling anxious or upset. I totally get that. Um, and so here, I think I think you might know this already. I kind of mentioned it earlier, but it's kind of cutting out cutting off the fat, right? It's carving what's kind of useless right now, and really trying to focus in on what's the most important thing in this scenario, whatever it might be, because I'm not getting, it's very loose. There are no clear lines right now, and that might be part of the struggle, right? It's like, where are the lines? What is the right thing to say? It's might be blurry and frustrating, right? Because you might have an ideal or a line drawn right here, and then someone might be crossing it, perhaps totally not purposefully either. But that's a part of the challenge I'm seeing here that you're facing, is that intentional? There's a lot of unspoken things, I feel like, that's kind of brimming to the surface, and it's frustrating because you want to say and do the right thing too, and the other person, I feel like, does as well, and that's part of that frustration. And I feel like I want to pull from here, so let's listen to that. Usually don't do this, but I'm feeling the need to here. Yeah, okay, so I feel like there's like a stretch here. I'm picturing it's a road, or or just the actual connection itself with this person, whatever it is. And we even have Firefly here again as like masculine this masculine energy, or expression, the 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 commanding expression, and I feel like you're just trying to be here. You're trying to just be and exist as things are, and, glow, do your thing. There's not necessarily anything that has to be defined here, and that's how you're taking this. Though at the same time, if you do have a clear line, you do have to, if this relationship is important, things should be defined still, to a degree, within reason, and whatever still allows you to be in that scenario. Because here, like, we have the cosmic egg, so this is like the early transformative and selfless expression here, which is at the root, right? So here this is what's trying to come about is something that is just as it should be. A natural. It's a natural progression. There, it's just an allowing and a surrendering. There's no like particular expectation for what hatches from here, right? It's an egg. It just needs attention, and it will come out in whatever way that is. Um, and the snake here is one. I personally interpret this so as a part of the soul. So the ancient Hindus, they see the snake as a representation of the soul, because when you actually watch a snake move, you don't see it leave footprints anywhere, and that's part of the association, is that things just move as they are. They don't have to necessarily come from something. There's no expectation for where it's going or where it's coming from. It's just in there, and that's okay too. So these definitely work together, but in also different ways, because obviously this is trying to create something too, and this is trying to just be as well, um, which are both very valid standpoints. So that might be some more advice than you may have been looking for, but I felt like it was necessary here. So from this point, I'll talk briefly just about the trigram. So my readings are based on the I Ching. Specifically, this is called a lower trigram. And so we have here the lower trigram. I want to say it is mountain. Let me check. So we have yin, yang, yang. No, that is wind. So that's the trigram of wind. This is what it looks like here. So yin, yang, yang. You can take this further from this point by drawing 3 more lines or casting 3 more lines. They would appear above right here. And you have the third line changing, which is this line. So that's a changing line. All right. Now, at this point, in the reading, I do generate cards based on keywords. So I generate 4 cards. So I'll tell you what those keywords are and let you choose a timestamp in the description there. So we have. So the first keyword is armour. The second is award. The third is sash. And the fourth is a secret. So I won't try to interpret these in any way. They're meant just for you to take a look at. So I'll show those now if you want to choose one. All right, and so here they are. Here's the first, armour. Award. Sash. And then the secret is 1,000. Okay, so that's all I have for you, Libra. Thanks for watching. If you liked any of the generated cards, you can find them in the description. I have a Ko-fi or Coffee channel where you can subscribe to. If not, hit the thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks for watching.